here live from Ozark, Missouri for our Week 8 pregame picks presented by Central Bank. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Carter Zaromsky and sideline reporters DK Nelson and Zoe Ward. We've got some good games around the COC here. Lots of good matchups. I think a lot of my games are within one score, so we're going to have some good picks for you today. But we start off cold here. First one is Waynesville taking on Kickapoo. Both these teams are 0-7. I don't think it's going to be a very eventful matchup, but I have Kickapoo winning 21-14. And I think them just being at home is going to give them the advantage.
Yeah, they've definitely been struggling, adapting to the COC, but I have Kickapoo winning 20-21 in a one-score game like Brady.
Yeah, and like Brady said, both of these teams without a win yet this season. Kickapoo making 2 long trips in a row. Last week to Nixa, and then this week to Kickapoo. I just don't think the travel is going to help them out very well. I've got Kickapoo winning 35-21.
I have Kickapoo winning as well, 21-14.
Now for our second game of the week, Joplin takes the trip to Willard to have a matchup there in Willard. I have Joplin winning 35-14 pretty easily. They knocked Neosho off of their incredible season for the first time the other week, and I think they're going to get the win over Willard this week pretty handily, as they just have a better offense than Willard, and overall just a better team.
Yeah, Joplin has recovered their season after that win versus Neosho. It's kind of been a dark horse in the COC. Now I have Joplin winning 20-7.
I've got to agree with these two. I've got Joplin 42-14.
I have Joplin 36-28.
Now for what is considered the game of the week around high school sports in Missouri, Webb City takes the trip to Carthage, where Webb City is 5-2 and Carthage is 6-1. Both these teams lost to Nixa, but both of them are very great teams. It's going to be a good matchup there. I got Webb City going on the road and taking down Carthage at their house 28-24. I think the run game is going to be very strong in that game, and they're going to be able to come out on top in a nail-biter.
Like Brady said, this is definitely the game of the week. It's going to be super entertaining, but unlike Brady, I have Carthage winning 49-42.
And we've got, for the first time this week, we've got our picks changing up a little bit. And I think this game, like we said, game of the week, it's going to be back and forth. I've got Webb City 35-31.
I have Carthage over Webb City 42-21.
Now another good game. Both these teams 4-3. Lebanon taking the long trip to Glendale. I have Glendale winning 28-21. Over 400 yards of offense for Glendale last week versus Ozark. Ozark had well over 400 as well in a shootout where Glendale came out on top. I think them being at home is going to benefit them greatly, and they're going to be able to come out on top. Once again, 28-21, one score again. It's going to be another good game for Week 8.
Yeah, 2 evenly matched teams going against each other. Certainly a good game, but I feel like Lebanon has definitely shown signs of improvement over time. They're definitely having a lot better season than last year, so I have Lebanon winning 42-28.
Like Brady said, Lebanon making a trip, and I think that trip along with Glendale just getting their wins going, getting their team going later on in the season, things like that. I've got Glendale up 35-28.
I have a close game with Lebanon winning 28-25.
Now Neosho and Republic, both these teams are 5-2, so once again another pretty good matchup here. I got Republic taking care of business though at home 42-28. I think Republic is the second best team in the COC, and I think they're going to take care of Neosho pretty easy. Neosho's had a pretty historic season. They've been very solid, picking up 5 wins, where usually they're a team that's at or under 500 at this time of the year. But I think Republic's going to be too much for them, and their talent's going to overwhelm them there in that game.
I absolutely agree with Brady here. I think Republic is one of the best teams in the COC behind Nixa, and I have Republic winning 35-28.
Like Brady said, Neosho kind of sits around the 500 mark normally at this point in the season and at the end of the season. And I feel like what we've been seeing out of Neosho the last couple weeks hasn't been as strong as performances as we have been seeing. And like Brady said, Republic being one of the top teams in the COC, I think Republic's going to come out with a win in a close game, 28-21.
I have Republic winning 35-21.
Now for the game you guys have been waiting for, the backyard brawl here in Ozark, Missouri. Nixa takes a trip to Ozark, where Nixa is 7-0 and Ozark is 2-5. I have Nixa coming out on top pretty easy, 42-14. Like I said, this is a pretty historic matchup for them. Nixa is well in the win column against Ozark, and historically, and I think they're gonna keep it going this week. Their offense is gonna overpower Ozark's defense, and I think that Ozark's offense isn't gonna be able to keep up with Nixa's, and if they want to win this one, it'll have to be a shootout.
For sure. Ozark's offense has been pretty good along with Nixa's, but where Ozark struggles is their defense. So I have Nixa winning this game 56-7 and taking the Backyard Brawl trophy to Nixa.
And this, I have to agree with Brady. There's not much of a drive for Nixa, and it's going to be, is what we see in the stands behind us here, it's going to be a pretty high-powered Nixa fan base, as it normally is, especially in the Backyard Brawl. Big rivalry. Yeah. And I think Nixa is going to come out with the win 49-7. If Ozark wants to come out with the win, they're going to have to turn this into a track meet.
I have Nixa scoring high, 49-14.
So there you have it, Nixa versus Ozark coming up in around 14 minutes here. You'll see myself and Carter Zaromsky in the booth, and you'll hear from DK Nelson and Zoe Worth throughout the game on the sideline. And we'll see you guys in just a moment. In what should be a good game. It's a rivalry matchup. Play each other almost every year, it feels like, for a while. They've played 21 times. Nixa's a 16-5 record against them, but everyone knows in rivalry games anything can happen, and this is for sure one of them. Nixa comes off a big win last week over the Waynesville Tigers, where their offense exploded in that first quarter. Carter, what did you like from Nixa that you saw last week?
35 points in the first quarter is definitely very impressive. The offense has definitely been very explosive for sure, especially with McCaster being able to shoot through the gaps and score many touchdowns. Out of the past 3 games, I believe he scored, 18 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Averaging 6 touchdowns a game, which has been pretty impressive. So he's definitely fun to watch, and we'll definitely see more of him going into that.
Yeah, and the Eagles, Jaden McCaster's the guy to watch, but you look at Ozark, a team that's 2-5. What is there that's exciting about them? And you look at Jet Easley, he's their main guy, running back, wide receiver, really all around. And he had 200 yards one of their games. He had 300, and he's scoring 3 touchdowns. Like it seems all the time. He's their lead guy, and he's just their main source of offense. And I think that's someone Nixa needs to watch out for. And Jet Easley is definitely someone that Ozark will lean on as their starting quarterback will be out this week.
For sure, Jet Easley is definitely going to be, a very great guy for Ozark. Definitely, like Brady said, one of their best players that we've seen, for sure, scoring quite a bit every game. So that'll definitely be a player to look out for. Yeah, definitely a very interesting player to watch. Scoring 3 touchdowns a game. Excuse me, I'm trying to pull up the stats here. They don't have any stats.
Yeah, but it's known around everywhere. He's the guy to watch on Ozark, around the COC. He's just been dominant all over there. In a shootout with Glendale last week where their offense was able to generate over 500 yards, which is just uncalled for, insane in a high school football game. So a high-powered offense, but not accompanied by a great defense. And, for a great team like Nixa, those things just have to go hand in hand. Nixa has the offense, and they have the defense. Ozark has the offense, but they don't quite have that defense that they need. And let's talk about that Nixa defense real quick as we highlight them. They have been able to stop the run game efficiently. Wyatt Mabe had 2 interceptions last week. Peyton Chaney had 1, and they were just flying all over the place on the ground and in the air.
For sure, Nixa's defense is definitely one of the greatest in Missouri for sure. Has ranked number 2 in Class 6. So it'll definitely be, a very interesting game to watch with Nixa's elite defense and Ozark's elite offense. So we'll see how Nixa can get things done with Jet Easley and how Ozark's defense can adapt to Nixa's offense. Like Brady said, they haven't been the best this year. But Nixa's offense, let's talk about that for a second. They've been electric with McCaster, receivers such as Mabe, Locke, Brown, and Randy Flint seeing more reps on offense than usual. You know, he's definitely a great two-way player. He sees most of his snaps on defense, but we've seen him on almost every offensive snap in the season.
Yeah, you know, ever since it was maybe week 4, week 5, he got played more and more. Now it's just every play he's there on the field. And he's definitely a game changer. He's gotten a touchdown every game the past 2 games. He's had pick sixes. He's been all over the place for them. He's definitely someone Ozark needs to watch out for, offensive and defensively. Not a lot of guys dare to throw his way on defense, but when he does, he punishes them with his 3 interceptions on the year. One thing Nixa can do better, though, is get pressure on their quarterback against a team that generates 500 yards. You're guessing that they like to pass the ball a lot, and if they're going to pass the ball a lot, you're going to have to find a way to get to that quarterback.
Yeah, Nixa only has 3 sacks recorded on the season, 2 of which were Caden Flood, 1 was Max Gradell. So it's definitely been a struggle to pressure that quarterback. And we saw versus Waynesville, the linebackers were able to get up there and pressure him, but they weren't able to finish the job and get the sacks. So definitely getting up there is one thing that you need to work on, but actually finishing the job and getting the quarterback down and setting him back quite a bit of yards is a whole another thing that the defense needs to work on.
Yeah, and Ozark, what they're going to have to do tonight against this Nixa defense is just kind of flip the script and talk about Ozark for a second. Their offense is going to do what they do. If they're able to do that, the defense has got to back them up. They have got to be able to try to stop the Nixa offense, even if it's just holding them to a field goal. Try not to let them get their 7 points and hope that your offense can win a shootout over Nixa rather than relying on your defense to try to hold them over and over again. I feel like if they're going to win this game, it's going to be a shootout. And their defense is, and if not, their defense is going to have to step up better than they have the whole season, which we just have not seen a lot out of tonight, considering they just allowed 40 points last week. So there you have it. Game time at 7 o'clock. The Nixa Eagles are taking on the Ozark Tigers, and the Backyard Brawl, the yearly rivalry matchup. We'll see how it goes down tonight at Ozark High School. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner, Carter Zaromsky, and we'll see you guys in the booth.
Hi, I'm Zoe Ward here with the Senior of the Week, Randy Flint. Randy, what do you do to prepare yourself every night for, like, the games on Friday?
Usually I'll talk to all my people, like my family and my coaches, make sure I know what I'm doing, and then just bring the energy for the team up. And then I'll find time to listen to some music to just get my mind right and just be in that mode to just play.
Yes. Okay. What are your goals for your last season of high school?
To leave a standard for the upcoming cornerbacks that play my position. And so they have an idea of what they need to be or like what they need to see or do. So when they watch film, they'd be like, okay, that's exactly what I need to do. And not like watch film and be like, I did that bad, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. As a senior, what are you most going to miss about this team? You've been with them for so many years now.
Well, to be honest, last year I think I'm going to miss more because I've been playing kind of up with that group my whole life with my brother's grade. But I think I'll just miss the area and being close to my family is really it.
Yeah, okay. How do you deal with the pressure? Because there's so many people watching all around the nation that watch our broadcast.
That's awesome. I don't think there's much pressure as much as like cool because I've been playing since sophomore year, so I got all my nerves and stuff out then, and now I just need to do my thing, and I'm confident with myself now. So
yeah, you know how to do it now. Okay, as a senior, what everyone wants to know, what are you planning to do after high school?
Go to football. Ooh, go to college for football, I mean. Yeah,
what makes you want to decide to keep playing football?
I just played since I was a kid. I've always loved it. I just want to keep doing it. My family loves it. People around me love it. I just love how people can support a sport like this in such a great way.
Yes, well, we love to hear that. Well, thank you so much, and we can't wait to see you on the field.
All right, thank you.
I'm DK Nelson. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Nixa pregame show. I'm here with one of our players, wide receiver for the Nixa Eagles, Carter Mabe. Carter, when I ask my first question, 2 minutes is going to start on the clock. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Carter, big rivalry with Nixa and Ozark, the Backyard Brawl. What's the energy going into this game?
I'm super hyped. I think our team is hyped. We're just excited to play some Ozark.
Yeah, and so excited to play, excited to do all of that. You've been going to Nixa for a long time. You've seen the rivalry. What does that play into your energy, your mentality?
I mean, just seeing Ozark. I mean, you like always want to beat them. So that's like what I'm going into. Like, I just want to beat them really bad.
Yeah, and so you were one of the guys that was kind of looked over a little bit going into the season. We didn't really know what to expect out of you.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of that mentality going into starting the season.
Yeah, I kind of knew people doubted me, but I put in a lot of work before the season to get better. And I think I'm proving myself right now. I'm gonna keep doing it though.
Yeah, and like you said, proving yourself. You've had a lot of touchdowns, a lot of yards. You've been player of the game one of the weeks. And so what are you expecting to see out of yourself moving on towards the season?
Oh, just catching the ball, scoring some more touchdowns, get more yards, and bringing some energy.
Yeah, and you said catching the ball, getting catches, scoring touchdowns. You and Adam have been doing that for a while now. I remember you guys playing together in 8th grade, things like that. So it's kind of that chemistry. What's that difference between you two and anyone else on the team?
Yeah, we've been playing for a while, me and him. So our connection's pretty dang strong. I mean, he knows where I'm going to be when I'm running my route, and I know he's going to get me the ball. So, yeah, we have a really strong connection.
All right, and Carter, as we come to the end of our 2 minutes here, what do you want to see out of the team in this game?
Out of the Nixa team?
Yes, sir.
I just want to see us take care of business today. I mean, don't let them have it. Don't go down in their standard. Stay up.
All right, Carter, thank you, and we'll see you on the field tonight.
Thank you. Finally, let's go.
Nixa Eagles. Nixa is off a big win last week. They are 7-0, while Ozark comes off a big offensive game last week, but they fell to Glendale and are 2-5. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Carter Zaromski as the captains come to meet in the center of the field. Carter, what are you looking forward to tonight out of Nixa?
One of the greatest things about both teams is their offense, so it's definitely going to be an amazing offensive shootout here. You know, on Ozark, there's Jet Easley, who's been a powerhouse for Ozark. And then on Nixa, it's just been a wide variety of people. You know, we'll see Jaden McCaster, but you also see, you know, Nixa implementing that pass game with Randy Flint, who we've seen a lot on offense, surprisingly, Carter May, Bowen Locke, Scholar Bound. So Nixa with a lot more variety in their offense, but one thing to look out for is Nixa's defense for sure.
Yeah, and Ozark coming in this game without their starting quarterback, Peyton Russell. He's one of the captains down there. The senior will not be playing tonight, and I believe it'll be the junior, number 13, Caden O'Donnell, will be the quarterback tonight for Ozark. So that's something to look out for. Maybe they'll rely more on Jet Easley to get them some yards on the ground. You never know what they'll do there. For Nixa, they have Ty Kellis returning tonight to play. So we'll see what difference he makes on the defensive side of the ball.
Our captains tonight for Ozark will be number 78, Ethan Johnson, number 28, Braxton Bell, number 3, Peyton Russell, and number 50, James Rice. And for Nixa, your captains will be Randy Flint, Jaden McCaster, Braden Parks, and Jackson Cantwell.
And here's the coin toss. Here they will meet at midfield. And we are just underway. 50 seconds until game time here in Ozark, Missouri. The backyard brawl is just seconds away from starting. Beautiful weather for football tonight. It's just around 75 degrees. Sun is just now setting. There is a little bit of wind, though, so we'll see how that impacts the quarterbacks. Kicking off will be Nixa, and receiving will be the Ozark Tigers. Back receiving for Ozark will be number 2, Anthony Cordell, and number 1, Jet Easley. Expect a lot of them to tonight. For Nixa, it'll be Jonah Fields kicking the ball off per usual. Friday Night Football is just underway here. Jonah Fields getting the ball ready at the 40-yard line, sending it down to the Ozark Tigers. Highly anticipated game for both these teams throughout the season. Big rivalry, and it all starts in just a second. Pooch kick from the Eagles. Bounces and lands out of bounds. It's going to be a flag for the Eagles, so good field position starting now for the Tigers. Now, like we mentioned, they are without their starting quarterback today, so we will see how that affects them, losing not only one of your best players, but one of the leaders on the field for your offense.
It's definitely a great challenge for Ozark to overcome here. I mean, the quarterback is often considered the leader of the team, so there will be a lot of difficulties for Ozark to overcome if they want to keep having success on offense.
And it will be Caden O'Donnell, number 13, the 6'3" junior, getting the start tonight in Russell's place. Having little clock difficulties here. Pass is almost intercepted on the first play of the game. That one was intended for Jet Easley.
And already a great show here for Nix's defense. It's definitely the thing we talked about in the pregame show, Nix's defense being very great.
Jet sweep to Easley. He moves left, cuts through the defense, and leaps forward for an extra couple yards there. Decent game for Easley, as that's his second intended ball of the night.
Run there stopped by number 34, Weston Weldon. I believe he leads the team in tackles. He's definitely been a very efficient, consistent guy for the Eagles.
Third and 6 on the first drive for the Tigers. O'Donnell rolls out right, throws a dart over the field, and it is dropped by Jet Easley just at the end of that play. Was not able to secure the catch, and fourth down will be brought up for the Ozark Tigers.
That was a great job there by the receiver being able to bring that ball. There are a lot of Eagles there in the backfield, but he does drop the ball, and Nix's defense will get the first stop of the game.
Back deep for the Eagles is Carter Mabe, punting for the Ozark Tigers. Now sends it deep down Mabe's way. It's going to take an Ozark bounce and land inside the 5-yard line. It sits dead at the 2, maybe the 1. So amazing punt from number 67 from Ozark.
Here comes Nixa with very crucial field position. It's definitely going to be a great challenge for them to overcome as the ball is spotted at the 2-yard line.
Said Nixa's at their own 2-yard line, deep in their own territory. Lock in motion. McKnight hands off to McCaster, who is stopped fast, but is able to truck along for an extra couple of yards there. I mean, and McCaster is just at his best whenever he is met with contact. You know, I think most of his yards come after contact.
For sure, McCaster's definitely a great guy after contact. As we've seen in previous games, he'll be hit, but then keep on his feet and chug his way through.
Kubik comes inside for the play once again. McCaster moves up the middle and is dragged down eventually, but picks up the first down. I just saw Jackson Cantwell throw a man across the field.
Another great run there from McCaster. Whenever you need him most, he's always able to get there with his elite vision and burst of speed. It's definitely, you know, running the ball very patiently and carefully, and it has clearly paid off for Nixa's offense.
First down play is another give to McCaster, bounces it outside and gets a block, stays on his feet, and is eventually forced out of bounds. But he is able to get the first down on that play, it looks like. So Nixa will have a fresh set of downs.
McCaster has been great on, you know, that kind of outside zone play. Whenever you see him on the sideline, you might be thinking, oh, he's going to get pushed out of bounds, but most of the time he's able to get the first down and even more, even after being pushed.
Another first down for the Eagles here, 2 minutes into the ball game. Low snap to McKnight, hands off McCaster, quick burst of speed up the middle of the field, and he's going. He's free in the open field. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Jaden McCaster opens it up early for the Nixa Eagles.
And he was able to use that quick burst of speed there, get past a bunch of Ozark defenders on his way to the end zone, and that'll be Nixa's first score of the night.
And we were just talking so much about how he's so good after contact, but I don't even think he got touched on that play. Just used his speed there and just went right through the center of the field. Good blocks, and was able to go all the way to the end zone. Kemke is good on the extra point, and Nixa opens up the scoring tonight, 7-0. After they got the defensive stop on the first drive.
And now it'll be time for Nixa's defense to come out onto the field.
And we'll see what Ozark's offense is able to do. We already see three plays, all three of them, they tried to go towards Easley's way. So Nixa will definitely have to be ready for that. Ozark's defense, I'm sure they preached about that run game going into this week. McCaster just lights it up there at the beginning, and you know, you just get so used to seeing these big breakaways from McCaster, you just wonder, you know, what do you have to do to like scheme against him necessarily?
Yeah, I mean, he's great in every situation, in contact, open field, no matter what, he's still able to get quite a bit of yardage, so there's not really any way you can stop him other than, you know, really building your D-line and secondary.
Kick there is recovered by Nixa after Ozark was not able to field the kick, and it will be their ball deep in Ozark territory after a weird play there. Ozark special teams was not able to field their own kick, and Nixa will take over.
What happened there was on the pooch kick, there were two Tigers there trying to get the ball, bobbled it, and Adams was able to swoop in there and get the ball, letting Nixa come back on offense with amazing field position here.
And we'll message from our sponsor, Air Services, Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. They're available 24/7 day or night. Just call 417-309-6286 and keep your home running strong. Kind of like how McCaster is here. He's going to move through the center of the field once again and find the end zone for Nixa's second touchdown of the night.
Oh my goodness. And just like that, he was able to use that quick burst of speed, surprise everyone here, even while Brady was reading off the sponsorship, and get in the end zone for the second time tonight.
Man, he just walked in untouched there. No one was even near him. That was another quick score from Nixa. I don't even think 10 seconds came off the clock, or the game clock. Key is good on the extra point once again, and Nixa shoots ahead 14-0 just like that. And I mean, for Ozark, it just starts with the basics here. You got to field your kickoff. You can't let Nixa get field position like that.
For sure, you definitely gotta let the guy get the ball there, because we saw that sort of struggle between the two Ozark guys there, both wanting to get the ball. So you have to work as a team and let one or the other get the ball to avoid botched plays like that. But Ozark will get another chance here, and we will see Nixa's defense come out to the field and show out.
Ozark yet to get a first down on offense. They're about to receive the ball here. We'll see what they can do on that side of the ball. I mean, we are pushing for this offense that they had. We just haven't gotten to see it yet tonight, besides once. Good kick from Fields. Stops up the returner around the 15. He eventually fields it and makes a man miss, moving upfield and dragged down by Reed Wilson and Jaron Davis from behind to get the stop there. They'll set up shop around the 25-yard line.
An impressive display there by Ozark, able to weave past a couple Eagles, but
DK Nelson reporting live from Ozark High School in Ozark, Missouri. I spent some time this week talking to a couple of the Nixa coaches and players combined. They both talked about intensity, and Nixa has 14 points put up on the board with 9:43 left on the clock. Thank you. Back to you guys in the booth.
Gives the handoff to Easley, stop and go upfield, spins off a tackle, and goes down just shy of the 30-yard line. Second down and manageable coming up for Ozark.
Nixa's defense already able to stop easily here. One of the best players for the Tigers, but the D-line and linebackers are able to set a tone for the game here.
Empty backfield for the Tigers. Two high safeties for Nixa. O'Donnell looks downfield towards his man, and it is incomplete. Cordell was the intended receiver. Just overthrow him a bit on that one.
Amazing coverage there by Randy Flint. An amazing play from Nixa, plays both sides of the ball. Seen a lot more offensive snaps recently, but let's just talk about the coverage there. I mean, he stayed with the man and was able to deflect the pass completely, leaving Ozark to a third down.
Third down and 5 for Ozark. Now they go empty backfield once again. They've yet to get a first down this game. O'Donnell throws it to Cordell on his right. He's going to try to move upfield, but just gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. And we'll see what Ozark opts to do here. Already down 2 scores early in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they went for it, but it looks like they are going to send out the punt team.
And here a little bit, let's talk about the Nixa defense there. They were able to see the screen pass, and a flock of Eagles there just rushed to him.
Ozark punts for the second time this game. Rolls out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Good punt, able to flip the field for Ozark. And Nixa's offense, headed by Adam McKnight, returns to the field. Here they have 2 quick touchdowns from Jaden McCaster. And just Ozark has no answer for him so far.
Absolutely. Both of these drives for Nixa have been very quick, with the most recent drive only being 1 play and the drive before that only being 3 plays.
McKnight looks over the middle of the field for Jax Adams, just off his fingertips. Big play just over his head, and that will bring up second down for the Nixa Eagles.
McKnight there showing off that arm of his with power and accuracy. It doesn't work out there as it just goes right over Adams' head, but all hope is not lost.
Another handoff to McCaster, and he just moves to the middle of the field again, almost stays on his feet, dives forward for some more there for a first down around near the 50-yard line. They just cannot bring him down.
And plays like that is what makes running backs like McCaster elite, that extra effort to get those yards in there, not just helping yourself, but also helping the team and making it easier.
First down for Nixa. McCaster gets around the edge and takes a stop past the 50-yard line, gets a solid gain of 4 or 5 there for second down. He passed the 50-yard line. Ozark's defense just has to find a stop for this run game. I mean, even on a busted run like that, he's still able to get some good yards.
I think a key here for Ozark is, you know, McCaster is definitely very dangerous on the outside, so if you kind of get some more guys on the outside and try to predict that, you'll be able to stop him more.
Maybe try to load the box a bit. Slant pass over the middle. Good defense from cornerback number 12, Chase Kirkland. He breaks that one up on Scholar Brown for the incomplete pass. 3rd and 6.
Definitely got some great coverage there on Brown's slant. Surprising that Nix's offense didn't try to go for a run there, but now a crucial play here for the Eagles.
3rd down and 6. McCaster takes it up the middle and is able to get the first down, dragging defenders with him past the 40 for a fresh set of downs for the Eagles.
McCaster able to turn, you know, troubled drives into great things. Definitely resets the tempo there overall for the Eagles.
When they need him most, they're able to just rely on him to get yards, and that's exactly what he does there. Pump fake, McKnight looking deep. He's got luck, and he hauls in the pass for a touchdown for the Eagles, his 2nd of the year.
That was an amazing, beautiful throw there from McKnight directly into the hands of Locke, right in the breadbasket. An amazing concentration there from Locke, keeping his eyes on the ball and catching the ball with his hands and not his body.
Gamke with the extra point. And he is perfect on the night so far. 7 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first half. Nixa leads 21-0. And Ozark just has no response for Nixa right now. They've kind of overwhelmed them here.
It's been an amazing showing here for the Eagles offense. 3 touchdowns, not even halfway through the first quarter here. 2 by McCaster, 1 by Locke. That just shows how versatile Nixa's offense is. You know, if their run game and their pass game, they're able to do it all and rely on players when they need them most.
For sure, Nixa has been dominant tonight. I mean, these past couple weeks, they've just been able to destroy their opponents on the ground, through the air, whatever it may be, they are able to get it done. Fields with the kick now. Another short kick, fielded at the 25-yard line, and he is dragged down by Reed Wilson at the 35.
Great job there by the Nixa special teams units, able to drag him down. He was able to get forward a little bit and saw a clump of Eagles and Tigers definitely, you know, thinking that the ball was there, but Nixa's defense, or sorry, special teams was able to keep the eye on that ball.
Here trots out the Ozark offense once again. They've yet to score on the night, yet to get a first down either. I mean, they've just got to get something going here, show a sign of life to keep competing with this Nixa team before it gets too far. They start off with a give to Cordell. He dives up the middle for a decent gain there up to the 39-yard line. And he starts the drive off pretty decent for the Tigers.
A great way there to set the tempo for the Tigers. After a few missed opportunities there to score, they're now showing some signs of life like Brady mentioned.
2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Now it's another handoff up the middle, and Nixa sniffs this one out and gets him down there for a short gain, if any.
Nixa's defense not giving up after a successful run on 1st down there by Ozark, keeping that momentum there and keeping their heads up. And now another 3rd down here for the Ozark Tigers.
Ozark with another 3rd down. O'Donnell goes out wide, and it is only Easley in the backfield. Easley takes this one and moves towards right side of the field, cuts back in. He's close to the 1st down marker. We'll see where he gets spotted down.
Ball carried by number 1, Jeff Easley.
And it looks like they will give him the 1st down here. Amazing there by the Ozark offense. Their first down of the night. Showing some signs of life here and showing competition.
First and 10 now for Ozark after their first down of the matchup. We're halfway through the 1st quarter. Handoff to Cordell is stopped after a short gain, almost to midfield. And they will have 2nd down and 7 now.
Ozark keeping their tempo going here, continuing that run game, and it seemed to go well for them. I mean, one of the best things you can do with a defense such as Nixa's is, just playing to your strengths.
O'Donnell is looking down the field and throws it to the middle of the zone at the 40-yard line, moves the chains and gets the 1st down on a pass to number 88, Hendrick Hames.
The backup QB able to show his arm, show that he belongs, and is able to get another 1st down for the Ozark Tigers. An amazing pass there.
Handoff up the middle, quick burst of speed, and maybe a 3-yard gain there for the running back there. Braxton Bell on the carry.
Ozark still keeping that tempo going, keeping their heads up even though being down 3 scores. And they'll just have to keep going, playing to their strengths with that run game.
And one thing as a team you hate to do is work from behind, but Ozark's kind of dug themselves in this hole, taking 3 drives to get going. Finally, they are moving on offense, but you don't want to take this long. Usually, as Easley moves forward and gets the 1st down after some broken tackles. And Ozark's got a little drive going here after some 1st downs in a row.
Ozark doing amazing here, showing the competition, able to get up into Nixa's territory. We'll just have to see if they can keep that tempo going into the end zone.
Another 1st down for Ozark. Flags fly, and it seems it'll be a delay of game on the Tigers. Play clock runs all the way down to 0. Be a 5-yard penalty for them. See that kind of hard count from O'Connell, and I think that's what caused the delay of game to happen.
Amazing discipline there from Nixa's defense, not responding to that hard count and pushing the Tigers back another 5 yards, which could have just been a drive killer for them.
It'll be 1st and 15 after the penalty. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first half. As Ozark has to work from even farther behind now with the penalty. O'Donnell fakes the handoff, and he slips it to his tight end, Hames, and he's got a seam up the field and is eventually brought down by Wyatt May, but not before he gets a 14-yard gain.
Ozark not giving up here, keeping that tempo going even after that 5-yard penalty. Now they are in the red zone here.
And Hames, a big receiver out there. He's 6'6", 255 pounds. And definitely a target that O'Donnell has been finding a lot so far early in this game. Him and Easley have been getting the ball a lot so far. Here's Easley on the Wildcat, and he's met by Max Nickel.
Jack Easley picks up a Tiger first down.
Picks up the first down for the Tigers on the carry.
And now Ozark will be within scoring range here. You know, like Brady said, they've kind of dug themselves into this hole here, giving up 3 scores to Nixa, but now they're showing some resilience. And we'll see if they can keep this tempo going the rest of the game.
Easley is alone in the backfield. Once again, he looks left and is thrown backwards by a couple Eagles there. Max Nickel being the first one to stop him there. He gets a decent gain there for 2nd down and 7.
Easley's able to find the hole, but Nickel just meets him right there, is able to see the play and chase the ball down, leading to a short gain there for the Tigers.
If you look in there, you see Ty Kellis there on the replay. He's in there, finally back for Nixa. And there he made a difference, was the first one to get to Easley there. O'Donnell's back in the backfield, jet sweep around to Easley. He's trying to cut it outside, it spins free, and eventually Max Gradell is able to bring him to the ground. 3rd down for the Tigers. We'll see what they do here. Crucial play for them.
As you see, Easley using a burst of speed there. Ty Kellis has that missed tackle. Then Gradell was just able to get in there and wrap him up, and Gradell has certainly been a playmaker for the Eagles.
Nixa will call a timeout here, and we'll take a second here to read from our sponsor, Wise Guys Screen Printing. With over 100 years of combined experience, they've got the skills to bring your t-shirt dreams to life. So hit up Wise Guys Screen Printing if any inquiries about that. And with that, 1 minute, 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Nixa calls a timeout, and we'll be back after this short break.
Concession stand, buy something good to eat, and support all the athletic programs.
Nixa returns to the field here as Ozark faces a crucial 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for the Tigers now. They are deep in Nixa territory at the 10-yard line. Have a chance to score. O'Donnell takes the snap, rolls out right, looks to the back of the end zone, and overthrows easily on that pass. He threw into double coverage, and no one came down with the ball. 4th down and 8 for the Tigers.
That's a very smart coordination there by defensive coordinator Rob Richardson, double covering Jet Easley, as he was definitely the main target on that play for sure. I mean, absolute stud for Ozark. You would assume they would throw it to him, but now Ozark has a very, very crucial moment here to set the tempo for the rest of the game.
Yes, gutsy play call from Ozark. Now, 4th down and 8 O'Donnell drops back. He's got heat coming his way. Dumps it off to Cordell, and Nixa is able to get the 4th down stop here and cause a turnover on downs with the pressure on O'Donnell there.
Tackle made by number 17, Luke Levin. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Nixa offense.
And the tackle there was made by number 34, Weston Weldon, leading Nixa with tackles. An amazing stop there.
And we look up here, Brady Rich alongside my partner Carter Zaromski here. We're at the top of the stadium at Ozark, or Tiger Stadium here, as Nixa leads 21-0 with a minute left in the first quarter. The Eagles take over deep in their own territory after the defense is able to get a stop on 4th down, and Ozark meets McCaster early. Stops him for a loss now, 2nd down after that good play from the Tigers.
And as you can see, Braxton Bell, the linebacker, just comes in and blitzes there, able to stop McCaster, and that's definitely a hard thing to do, as he already has 2 touchdowns on the night. Now they've set Nixa back quite a bit in their own end zone as this first quarter comes to an end.
Nixa taking their time here out of the huddle. Loss of 3 on that play, so 2nd and 13 on the play now. McCaster takes this one, moves forward past the initial line of scrimmage, and gets an okay gain there. 3rd down and 7. When we come back, the clock will run out now, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 21-0. The Eagles lead the Ozark Tigers in the backyard brawl. And second quarter action is just underway here. We'll be back after this short break.
Air Services is ready to install your ultimate game day upgrade. Make your home the MVP of your neighborhood with Gemstone Lights. Create custom patterns, animations, and colors. Get Gemstone Lights today and take your outdoor lighting game to the next level.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.
Second quarter action underway here. Nixa leads 21-0. If you're just now joining us, I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Carter Zaromski, where Nixa has come off hot to start this game. 2 touchdowns from McCaster, 1 from Owen Luck, and that's where we stand now. Nixa has the ball on their own 11, and it is 3rd and 7 for them here. McKnight is joined in the backfield with Jaden McCaster. 4 receivers out wide. Locke moves in motion. McKnight fakes the handoff. Looks left and finds Scholar Brown. Nice grab there. Spins off the tackle. Another spin and gets stopped just past the 25. But Nixa is able to get the 1st down and more from Scholar Brown. Flag flies at the end of that one.
And Ozark's mistake here was having no deep safety, because obviously on a 3rd down like that, Nixa's going to throw it. And Scholar Brown is able to take advantage of that, make a couple spin moves, and able to save Nixa's drive.
Yeah, they're kind of playing off of him there on that curl route he ran. You're just sitting waiting for the ball as no one was near him. Officials are speaking here near the 30-yard line. I did see Scholar Brown's helmet come off at the end of the play. I saw Mape holding it. I think Nixa's... The play will not stand. They send Nixa back.
Personal foul against the offense. We'll repeat 3rd down.
But I thought the personal foul was after the play, though, so I thought the 1st down would still count, and they... Whatever it was, personal foul on Nixa. they will not get the play and have a penalty on top of that. So it'll be 3rd and long for the Eagles. A little bit of confusion here. The officials are still speaking at the 15-yard line. If it was a personal foul after the play, I think the first down still counts. But hear from the official once again.
That's a dead ball foul. It's first down after the play.
Yes, okay, there we go. They corrected it. First down.
Where's your phone?
First down for the Eagles, as the foul was after the play, so the play would count. And it will be first down. Lots of confusion here.
For sure, definitely very confusing for us up here. But Scholar Brown's first down will count. Just a little bit of a setback here, as quite a bit of yardage will be taken off, but Nixa still does secure the first down.
Yeah, and I think that's the important thing. You know, they can always get those yards back, but that first down, you can't get back. So 1st and 10, low snap. McKnight is the give to McCaster. He follows his blocks left, finds some grass ahead, spins free, and is brought down just shy of the 35-yard line. So got back what they lost on that penalty in one play.
And elite vision there from McCaster as we'll look to the replay. But like I said, elite vision there. Definitely Le'Veon Bell type of playmaker there.
Another give to McCaster. And they stop him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Flag came in there.
And a personal foul on Ozark will now push Nixa quite a bit forward.
So another penalty there. That one was on Ozark, personal foul. The 50-yard line, Nixa will take over. Weird set of downs here. McKnight drops back. He's looking deep. Another flag flies in. McKnight will use his legs now, moving across the field, still going up the sideline, and tripped up at the 20-yard line for a good run. We'll check back on the flag. We'll check back on the flag. Look at the flag here. Holding on the offense. You know, when a quarterback gets moving like that, someone might be bound to hold. So that play will be negated for the Eagles. Lots of confusion here. Well, we're not even a minute into the second quarter and lots of stoppage of play. Nixa gets the ball at their own 40 now after that holding call there for 1st and 20. Looks right to Brown, low pass, and it will be incomplete. Got a shot there from the linebacker Lucas Kronbush, and 2nd and long will be due up for the Eagles.
This drive has definitely been very confusing, but let's look back at that play. They're definitely a low pass there from McKnight. We saw Brown in motion, then go back out for the screen, but was a little too far, as it is now another play here for the Eagles.
That pressure really got to McKnight there. Wasn't able to get a good pass off. Drops back again, facing pressure from the right, and throws on the run. Incomplete, looking for Scholar Brown. more pressure from the edge as Ozark has been able to get after McKnight these past couple plays.
For sure, it's definitely been a bit of a trouble here for Nixa. Ozark is doing a great job there, and number 28 for the Tigers, Braxton Bell, has gotten some of that pressure. He's been great tonight for Ozark's defense.
Nixa faces a 3rd and very long here, 3rd and 20. First time they might have faced this all season. They had 3 quick touchdowns early in the game, but Ozark has been able to step them back here. Flags fly from the back judge. And it looks like, yeah, it'll be on Nixa. Delay of game. So 3rd and 25 for the Eagles. And if you're Ozark, I mean, you got to throw some high safeties back there. They've got to be going deep.
Yeah, you got to play some sort of cover 3 here, as that is exactly what Ozark will do.
McKnight drops back. He's looking deep down the field to Randy Flynn. He's got to step on his man, and it's just over his head and falls incomplete. And Ozark will get a 3rd down stop and force Nixa to punt the ball for the first time in a while.
Ozark gaining quite a bit of tempo here, even after that drive that seemed well, but Nixa was able to get the stop. They're still doing a great job pressuring McKnight there. And now Nixa will be forced to punt, and in the backfield for Ozark.
McKnight had Flint there, but just was not able to get the pass. There, a muff punt by Cordell. Big hit flying in. Ball is still loose. Easily tries to jump on it, and we'll see who's at the end of that pile. It looked like Ozark was able to retain possession. It's the 2nd time this game they've had some difficulties there, and with that, we're going to send it to the sideline with Zoe Ward.
Hi, I'm Zoe Ward here at the Tiger Stadium. I talked to Randy Flint this past week, and he told me he wanted to leave his reputation behind and show the future cornerbacks how to really play. So let's see what they can do and cheer them on. Back up to y'all in the booth.
Thank you, Zoe. There, as Ozark's offense trots back onto the field, they've got to get something going here as their defense finally held up. The offense has got to back them up now on 1st and 10. Wildcat to Easley, and he is not able to go anywhere. Stop for no gain.
Their number 17, Luke Blevins, was able to, really set that edge and stop the run there. And we'll see here on the punt, a bit of fumbles there. Definitely a lot of aggression, and definitely not great for both teams.
That was a big hit from Reed Wilson on that play. O'Donnell moving to his left. The cross-body throw is tipped in the air and caught by Merrick Putt. Somehow he's able to find that ball in the air, brings it down for a catch, and Ozark gets a good completion there.
Amazing concentration there by Putt. Tipped there by Jaden Russell, but Putt is able to bring it in for a great gain.
Good concentration from Putt to get the catch there. Got 7 yards, so it'll be 3rd and short for the Ozark offense. 2 minutes have went by in the 2nd quarter. Direct snap to Easley. He trucks forward and just gets the 1st down for the Ozark Tigers, as they have been able to put some stuff together on offense.
Easley has been the star of this offense tonight, as he's been able to save the drives here for Ozark. The problem there with the last drive was they just weren't able to finish the job there and punch it into the end zone. So if Ozark continues this tempo throughout the entire game. They just got to finish the job there if they want to win.
First and 10 for the Tigers now. O'Donnell feeling the pressure, throws it deep to Easley, and he somehow makes the catch. He's still going down the sideline and dragged down by Ty Kellis, but he makes a ginormous play there all the way to the 25-yard line. Somehow he hauled that one in.
Amazing throw there by O'Donnell, and Easley just able to bring it in there. What an amazing catch. Amazing concentration. They're using his hands and not his body. And Ozark has been gaining some great tempo here.
After the big play, they will go to the ground, and this one works as well as another first down for the Tigers is the result. On the carry was Braxton Bell.
Ozark has been chugging through as they get another first down here.
Quick play from Ozark as they were able to get a decent amount of yards there, kind of up in the tempo from this offense. Flipped the field pretty quickly. They had a deep pass, jet easily. Another. That was an amazing catch. Kind of just threw the defender off of them. They were having some contact down the field. And he somehow brought the ball in. O'Donnell, another pass tipped by the defender there. So just escaped danger.
And
Weldon almost on the interception.
a great throw there by O'Connell, but just tipped there by Weldon. Great on the run, stopping the run, but also good on that pass game, being able to deflect that, bringing up a very crucial play here for the Ozark Tigers.
3rd and 6. This is what happened to Ozark last drive. They were not able to punch it in once they got deep into enemy territory. I mean, last drive they punched that and it's 21-7, and they could make it 21-14 now. But here they're just trying to look to score. O'Donnell flips it out to his man. He's going to get around the edge and pick up the first down. Almost had a lane to the end zone, but was dragged down. He's down at the 5-yard line. On the catch was Merrick Putt.
O'Donnell here showing off the pass game, doing a great job, and also Putt, a great receiver here with that catch that we saw earlier in this drive. And now Ozark has their first and goal of the night.
O'Donnell hands it off to Cordell. Cordell breaks free. He's close to the marker, and they will give it to him. Touchdown, Tigers, as they strike for the first time tonight.
And this game is proving to be a good one as blood is boiling in this rivalry, as we see Cordell just run straight through Nixa's D line and stretch the plane into the end zone.
And there is a man down for Ozark, Easton McCoy. After Ozark gets their first points on the night, we'll have the trainers check up on him, and we'll be back after this short break. He is up now, being helped off the field, and we hope he is okay. As we're going to take a second here to throw up a QR code if you would like to donate and help out the streams. You can donate batteries, camera equipment, headsets, whatever it may be, to microphones to help us produce a better product for you on the stream. It looks like the QR code's not coming up, so nixa.red/nlive. There it is. There's a QR code, Amazon wish list to help donate and make the streams better for you guys. Once again, you can scan the QR code or look up nixa.red/nlive. That touchdown will count for Ozark. There's an injured man on the field. He's still being helped off. We hope he's okay. Carter, what'd you like from Ozark that drive?
Ozark is definitely, showing some resilience here. Originally being down 3 scores, taking it to 2 here. Not giving up, and their pass game has been surprisingly good. I mean, you got Jet Easley on the run, but he's been able to get some great passes in there as well. So that's definitely been surprising for me, but it's also worked out great for Ozark.
And kicking, who else would it be? Jet Easley for Ozark. He's going to attempt the extra point, and he is perfect on that. So, I mean, he can do it all, runs, catches, passes, and eventually kicks the extra point to finish off the drive. But you look back at that drive from the Ozark Tigers, and it's more of just how the schemed plays and how not necessarily the players are making these plays. Obviously, Jet Easley, that big catch, but like on that dump-off pass to Putt, I mean, he's just schemed open right there. Off a pick, he's wide open for his quarterback. He doesn't really have to do much there, kind of helping out a new quarterback in a system.
For sure, and one of the things I've noticed about this Nixa defense is that they've been missing tackles. I mean, we saw on when, Ozark was coming, barreling towards the end zone in that catch with Merrick Putt, there was a missed tackle there from an Eagle. So that's definitely been a struggle there for this drive, and that'll definitely need to be fixed if Nixa wants to continue their success this game, still up 2 scores.
Kicking off the Ozark Tigers, number 67.
Number 67 kicking off for the Ozark Tigers for the first time tonight. Onside kick here, trying to catch Nixa off guard. They do get the bounce. Who's going to jump on it? And it finds the hands of Jaden Camp. And now he's got an array of blockers out, spins out of it. He's moving down field. He's still going. Has a defender on him. And, I mean, Nixa makes something out of nothing. Ozark fumbles around the ball. Jaden Camp ends up with it and just moves downfield for a good return.
What an impressive showing there from the Eagles. The onside kick seemed to have worked, and everyone's fumbling it around, but Camp is able to secure the ball and get quite a gain of yards, and now Nixa will be in Ozark's territory.
So, I mean, Ozark, 2 great drives on offense and defense, but special team just can't have that. McCaster moves upfield and is close to the line to gain. He's getting pushed, but he will be a yard short.
What I like,
second and 9.
What I like there about that play was McCaster stopped for a second, was able to scope out that defense, look around for a second, and was able to find that gap and able to just shoot through for a sizable gain for the Eagles.
Second and 1 for Nixa. They'll just ride McCaster on this one. He picks up the first down easily and just a little more. Got tugged down by the shoulder pad there.
Outside zone play there for McCaster. That's when he's most dangerous on that sideline, and he's able to secure the drive here for Nixa and keep the drive alive.
We said he's a reliable man to have on their team. Picks up the first down when you need it. Just under 7 minutes now left in the first half. They'll give it to him once again and drag down from behind after he gets maybe 1 yard there by Stanley Bryce.
An amazing stop there from the Ozark defense, was able to get through and contain McCaster, which is definitely a hard thing to do.
Nixa's moving along here, 2nd and 8. McKnight looks right. Scholar Brown makes a good grab there near the sideline, down at the 20-yard line for a decent gain.
Scholar Brown, definitely a very surprising player there. I mean, mainly on those big plays, you'll see Mabe or Flint or Locke, but Scholar Brown is definitely a sneaky, reliable player.
Second and short, McKnight. Another give to McCaster, jumps over at the line of scrimmage, cuts upfield, and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles, for the 4th time tonight. They are on the scoreboard.
That'll be McCaster's 3rd touchdown of the night. So we'll look to the replay here. McCaster able to jump past the guy, break a few tackles, and just keeps using that elite speed of his to secure an amazing touchdown for the Eagles.
So Ozark was not able to get the stop after they had some pretty good drives. And the kick is good as well. 28-7 is your score. And I mean, that's just a crucial drive for Nixa, as Ozark was gaining momentum. They got a stop, they scored. Nixa is able to shut that down after scoring.
For sure, Nixa able to regain some of that tempo that they lost on the drive before this. Weren't able to get it in and were forced to punt. It was a very confusing drive for sure. A lot of things went wrong for Nixa, but Nixa is able to recover and show that resilience and is able to up their lead by 3 scores. As we look to the replay here again, McCaster just able to jump over and hurdle and get past the Tigers there.
Just quick thinking from him, his elusiveness coming into play. Almost muscle memory for a guy like him. To get a good run there. Short kick from Fields, and once again, 2 guys are going for it. Bounced off both of their heads, and he fields it at the 10-yard line and is down at the 15. So lots of special teams, just mistakes here in this game for the Tigers, but that one, at least they were able to maintain possession.
That'll definitely be something Ozark needs to work on. 2 guys up there. It could maybe be a scheme to try to ensure that they get it, but clearly it has not worked out for them as they continue to bobble it around. But this time they got lucky.
And Coach Anthony Cordell has got to be, or excuse me, Coach Jeremy Cordell, not Anthony the player, has got to be frustrated with his squad there. 1st and 10. Handoff bounces outside, but dragged down by Wyatt Isaacson for a short gain.
A recurring theme that we saw for Ozark on the last drive was they were able to just punch through Nixa's defensive line, but now Nixa keeping that tempo from that offensive drive and getting a stop there, and a great job there by Wyatt Isaacson, who is playing more of a defensive line pass rusher stance rather than linebacker.
Empty set for O'Donnell, looks right immediately, and Parks is there to drop him for a loss on 2nd and 8, so it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Screen pass just sniffed out immediately.
And on the tackle there to fully secure it was number 17, Luke Blevins. We saw him have a great game versus Waynesville, filling in that spot for Ty Kellis, but Coach Perry has clearly been impressed with him as he continues to get playing time for the Eagles varsity defense.
3rd and long for the Ozark offense. They are down 3 scores here. 4 minutes left in the first half. O'Donnell, crossbody throw, just throws it up and easily is able to make the catch. It looks like it's going to be pass interference. I saw a flag fly in there at the end. Here's a look at the replay. You know, that crossbody pass is kind of scary. Has thrown it up for grabs for anyone, but see, he kind of throws Mabe off of him. We'll look to the official. No, the flag will be on Wyatt Mabe, so they'll decline it and keep the pass. As easily makes another big catch for the Ozark Tigers. Gives them another first down. Direct snap to Easley. He moves through the gut and just shy of the 45-yard line.
Easily making some great plays here for Ozark tonight.
Weird formation outright. Got 4 men out at receiver. See what they bring out of that. Looked like a screen pass, but he's going to throw it Flint's way, and he tips it over to Mabe. Mabe moving down the sideline and eventually forced out of bounds, but amazing play from Randy Flint there on the sideline. Oh my gosh, it's like an alley-oop, just handed it to him.
I did not see that coming at all. I at first thought it was a deflected pass by Flint, but amazing ball control there to get it to Mabe to turn over the ball to the Eagles.
And they're just, I mean, looking like a basketball player. Almost yelled blocked by James as he went there and denied that pass and went right to Wyatt Mabe's hands. Nixa's on offense now. Looking deep down the field for Brown. He's got him, and it's just through his hands at the goal line. Surely would have been a touchdown, but just let it go right out of his grasp.
We'll see exactly what went wrong here as the play. The throw looks good here, but
just a simple drop.
that kind of stuff happens. Definitely a little bit of a lack of concentration there, but all hope is not lost as Nixa is still in Ozark's territory.
So after the drops, it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll give it back to McCaster, who uses his speed, spins free, still on his feet, going outside, and eventually dragged down at the 20-yard line. And we saw these two teams meet in the Jamboree at the start of the year. I mean, 8 weeks later, he harassed them there, and he's doing it once again now.
McCaster able to punch through the D-line there, break one tackle, another, and they finally bring him down, but not until he gets the first down and many more yards.
And in that Jamboree, they had struggles tackling him then, and, you know, they come here now, and they still face trouble bringing him down. They'll just give it to him once again outside. Tries to find the edge and is stripped up past the 20 after a short gain. The first quarter is coming near the end. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half.
Not much time left here for Nixa to punch the ball in to the end zone, especially after that drop there. But McCaster continuing to make plays, and like Brady said, he is an extremely reliable guy here for Nixa's offense.
Second and 7 for McKnight. Low snap, and he's just going to keep this one and finds a hole up the middle of the field, dives forward, gets the first down inside the 10 now for a good gain there.
I mean, good awareness from McKnight to just take the ball after kind of an awkward snap for him.
McKnight definitely has some sneaky athleticism there. Not only can he throw the ball extremely well, but he also has quite the legs.
McKnight with the QB keeper once again. He's trying to move forward, but is met not long after he gets the ball and does not get a big gain there. 2nd and goal now for the Eagles. 1:30 left in the first half.
Nixa trying to confuse Ozark's defense a little bit there with another QB run, this time more planned. But Ozark's defense is able to sniff it out and stop it as we approach the end of the first half.
Scholar Brown moves in motion. McKnight throws a screen pass to Cantwell. Cantwell puts a man in the ground, dives for the end zone, and it's just a yard short. Oh my goodness. What a call from Coach Perry. Jackson Cantwell out on the route.
That is something we have not seen in all this season, and he's able to just truck that defender there.
Oh my gosh. It's not much what you can do when someone that's 6'8" goes out like that. I mean, they're lined up in the same formation here. Cantwell out at receiver again. They move him back over to the line of scrimmage. Give it to Adams up the middle, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown. And Nixa moves ahead, 4 scores now on that 3rd and goal run.
And Adams gets his first of the night, able to find that hole and just punch his way through the end zone. Great blocking scheme there by the O-line as he was able to just shoot through that gap there. But let's talk about that Cantwell play. I mean, that was not expected at all.
Yeah, definitely kept Ozark on their heels, but they were able to stop it, so props to them for being able to bring the 6'8", 300-pound man down there. Here's another look at it. We see Brown in motion, thinking maybe a run, but no. They flip it out, and there, I mean, if you're Chase Kirkland in that situation, not much you can do with Jackson Cantwell running your way, looking to try to score the ball.
Ozark's defense was able to get that stop, though, as he did get set from, held onto his jersey there, able to get him down, but not before Nixa gets the touchdown, bringing the score 35-7.
Nixa will get the ball to start the second half here, so scoring there was helpful for them, but they are up by 28, so hefty lead for them. Now we'll see what Ozark does, if they try to score or just kneel and head into halftime. Fields, another kick towards Easley. This one is fielded cleanly, and he moves upfield, brought down shy of the 40-yard line. That's where Ozark will take action. They have 13 seconds left in the first half. We'll see what they do with that. O'Donnell has been able to pass the ball pretty well tonight, so we'll see maybe if they try to look downfield towards Easley, as he's been their main guy. They head onto the field. Easley is at the middle of your screen there. 3 wide receivers at the bottom. He's at the top of those 3. And they look his way. Nickel was there, but Easley's able to slip out free and out of bounds near the 50-yard line with 7 seconds left in the first half.
Smart play there by Easley, go to the sideline to have some time left on the clock. Only 7 seconds, though, as he's able to juke out 2 Eagles there.
Got 7 seconds left. It is 2nd and inches, but that does not really matter here in this situation. Easley is near the top of your screen. And he looks downfield his way into triple coverage, and it is almost intercepted by Randy Flint, just dropped. That leaves 2 seconds left on the clock. So, I mean, I get trying to get it to your best player, but triple coverage is a little too much there. You're putting turnovers in jeopardy.
For sure, but with Ozark having 2 seconds left on the clock, they have one more opportunity to cut down the lead by 3 scores. And just a reminder here, Nixa will get the ball to start off the second half, so that'll definitely be another added-on challenge for Ozark.
And Ozark goes 5 wide. Here, they're going to dump it off for Easley, and he tries to do something, but he will be tackled near the 40, and the first half will come to an end. Nixa leads 35-7 as they came out guns a-blazing and was able to get ahead early in this one as they lead the backyard brawl so far. Nixa will get the ball to receive the second half, and we'll have an interview with DK Nelson and Coach Perry in just a moment. Their sponsor, Air Services, Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. Need help fast. Air Services offers same-day service. Just give them a call, 417-309-6286. That, we're going to send it down to DK Nelson on the sideline with head coach of the Eagles, John Perry.
I'm DK Nelson here in Ozark, Missouri with head coach of the Nixa Eagles, Coach John Perry. Coach, 35-7 going into halftime. What did you like from the guys?
Oh, I thought we played really hard. You know, we had one possession on each side of the ball that we probably didn't execute as well as we would have liked to, but I mean, when you're up 35-7, you got to be happy.
Yes, sir, and 21 of those points coming very early in the first quarter. What did you like about the intensity straight out of the gates?
It was great. I mean, obviously we got off to a fast start, was able to score 3 pretty quick. Then we kind of lulled a little bit, but then we got back, you know, rolling. I'm really proud of our kids for the way they've played. It's fantastic.
Yes, sir, and what do you want to see out of the guys from the locker room?
Hopefully a lot of the same things. Hopefully we can come back out. We're going to get the ball first, take it down, score, and just keep doing what we're doing.
All right, Coach, thank you, and good luck in the second half. Stay tuned for the rest of this ball game.
DK there for the interview.
That question was really good. That's one of the best questions you've ever.
Minutes until action is back on. Nixa leads 35-7, and we will just be back after a short couple moments.
Hi everybody, my name's Kevin T. Kopp, deputy of the 2025 Gobble Gallop, and I've got a good old-fashioned humdinger of a problem. Some bandit done run off with Tom Turkey. That's right, one of these guys right here. It was either fairy godmother, a minion, a bear, a cowgirl, or the big bad wolf. Each one says they're innocent, but one's telling a tall tale. Your mission is to come to the Gobble Gallop on November 15th to solve the crime and tell me who done stole Tom Turkey. The Gobble Gallop is a 1-mile fun run and walk. You can run it, you can walk it, you can turkey trot it, and it's gonna be a grand old time. So bring your family to Inman Intermediate November 15th and collect the clues posted along the course to figure out who stole Tom Turkey. We also have some fun other surprises too. Our own traditional turkey call contest, Maybe your turkey call will bring Tom Turkey home. We'll see you November 15th for a rootin', tootin', yeehaw time and a good old-fashioned mystery solving time. So sign up for the fun run, not tomorrow, not in 2 days, not in 2 weeks. Sign up today.
It's probably the most fun show we've had. Our 4 years, just the most interactive and most character we've ever done in a show, really. The music's not as challenging as I would like it to be, but it's still enough to like push you and make you better.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's cool, especially like being seniors, to go out with something that we can broadcast our personalities through the show too. So I really enjoy that.
So NYC, Concrete Canvas, the idea is New York is a vibrant city. It's full of culture. I've been there a couple times and I've always taken by the art and the music and the vibe. We thought it would be an interesting concept to bring New York to Nixa and present the show. We start off with I Love New York. You can read that on the field. We construct the Empire State Building. The final set, which we haven't put on the field yet, will be a New York skyline.
We had the theater director come in and work with us to help us like develop the character moments, and she really helped us like get out of our shells and more out of our comfort zone and express ourselves better, you know? I would say the hardest part is probably playing while marching, just because you have to get your feet out of the sound so you don't like wobble up and down.
This year we kind of struggled with the foot timing, so that's gone into it, and just knowing what you can control, because you have to manipulate so many different things.
We tell the kids that we have to perform for ourselves. That's a primary audience. If we're not buying it ourselves, the audience isn't going to buy what we're selling either. And as artists, again, we have to convey that. And this is even harder out here. This isn't a 60-foot, 70-foot stage. It's an acre of staging that we have to do, and the audience is far away, and you know, 3,000 people or however many this stadium holds. You have to be able to still make an emotional connection through the music, but through the performance and through the body work and through even the facial expressions. And that's a hard task, but having some catchy music makes it easier for sure.
Music is just somewhere like I forget about everything else. Like I could have 5 tests that day, or I don't know, go home and maybe not have the best day, but music, it just changes everything and allows me to express whatever I'm feeling.
I feel like the best part of like the full commitment stuff is like either hearing your name called at the beginning of a performance or during awards, and like when you're finishing a show, the sense of accomplishment you feel after hitting that last note.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Nixa Crimson Corps. Fantastic job, kids. Wow.
I personally love helping people, so I think whenever I'm like actually helping them figure something out and it's actually helpful, that makes me feel so good.
Jenny was my helper, and she showed me so many neat ideas on my telephone, and yeah, it was wonderful. It's really wonderful.
When Dr. Loden originally had the idea to start working with our community members through these community classes, these One Nixa community classes, the idea came up that maybe a class on senior citizens using their smart devices would be a good idea. And the SCORE students stepped up and they said, yes, we'll do that. And it was so awesome to pair the wisdom of our senior citizens with the tech savviness of our students.
One lady wanted her iPad to get the same messages as her phone, but I needed her iCloud information, so she has homework to do, so for next time when we go back.
Pictures, I struggle with pictures a lot personally, so it was cool to be able to help them with that. And then one lady asked me how to log into things and different things like that, so it was just kind of cool and fun.
It was nice being able to help all of the people.
What am I gonna say? Like, what am I gonna tell them? How am I gonna like teach them what if I don't know? But I think whenever I got here and I saw all of them and like how sweet they were, it kind of like I was like an ease to my mind, and I was like, this doesn't seem too difficult. So then I kind of just came and sat, and then I got asked questions like, oh, I know how to do that. So I was able to answer it really quick.
They change the technology so quickly, it's harder for us seniors to keep up, I think. The pandemic, I think, kind of put a halt to a lot of interaction, and so I kind of got behind. So this is great. I have sent pictures on the internet. I've gotten several requests for pictures, and I wasn't exactly sure how to select which ones and how to send them.
Seeing them in the same room together, working together on problem solving through their smart devices, it was kind of funny. The students afterwards said, man, they've got some really fancy devices and they know how to use parts of it. So it was just those lingering questions that you and I probably still have.
Helping all the people and getting to meet all of them, honestly. That's why I decided to do it.
We really appreciate you guys coming.
I think that the best part is that we start with a personal narrative and they're already an expert about their own lives. So it was like a really comfortable place for them to kind of get out of their comfort zone because we're trying to build that productive struggle. And even if they have like a preconceived notion like, I'm not a good writer, we're working on writing and kind of meeting the kids where they are in the process.
We're writing stories. My story is called The Bad Dragon because there's a dragon who is bad and he tries to take over the world, sort of.
It's called Dark Forest. It's the genre spooky. And it's about two girls who are going trick-or-treating, and their mom tells them not to go into Dark Forest, but they do it anyway because it's a shortcut to get to the houses with the best candy.
That sounds like a good story.
Thank you. Your story sounds good too.
Thanks.
Having them go through it with a different lens of looking at it critically and thinking, how can I make this better? So this ongoing improvement mold and cycle, so that when we got to a good stopping place, we just wanted to celebrate the work that they had done. So they then got to share, chose maybe a favorite part or a favorite passage, or even some kids just shared the title of their story and what it was going to be about. And then our guests came in and got to ask them questions about them as a writer and their thinking of the process.
I have this habit of like practicing, of listening in on like groups and then realizing what they're gonna ask me. Then I practice answering the questions in my head so I get it right.
Answering the questions took a bit of finding the funny parts, finding the page.
It was really great kind of seeing them grow from not really wanting to share, and then when the adults came in and asked them some leading questions, or their peers were learning to have collaborative discussions. We're still kind of working on that. This is kind of the first little celebration they got to do. So we kind of meeting them kind of where they are, and also encouraging and celebrating where they are as writers versus this is a perfect product, because that's not what we're going for. It's the process.
Sort of like the joy in the process.
As I approached the lesson, I was thinking, how can I make something with this concept that would allow the students to like get their hands in it and really kind of almost separate from a school environment for a little while to learn the concepts that we were talking about.
You see, as Chief Investigator Flannel has informed you, Baldwin, the eagle, our mascot of Nixa Public Schools, the greatest eagle in the world, has vanished.
So I really liked the murder mystery. I think it was really fun to get out of class and just kind of do something more special, or moving around with people and just kind of working through stations and being like detectives for the day.
At the start, we were told Baldwin disappeared and there was an unidentified thing on his shirt, and we were given 4 characters and files to look into that related to Baldwin. And we just opened those up and read and see how they connected with Baldwin currently. I thought it was personally really fun to have to think about it and connect it and see how possible outcomes and what could come from it.
The big reveal is that they all helped him get out of town because he was stressed, so he went to Bermuda for a vacation. I always learned best when I was in school when I had experiential learning opportunities. So when I had the chance to get my hands in the concepts and not just think about them abstractly or with a text alone, but actually practice them and then putting it in a story.
There's like.
Hi, everybody. My name's Kevin Teacup.
That's all the time.
And now, please welcome your Ozark Tiger Paw.
We are here at halftime on Ozark's field where Nixa leads
Tonight,
5-7
the Tiger
has
Paws
dominated
will be
the
forming a
Ozark
power
Tigers in the
team
backyard brawl.
inspired by the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders entitled
Carter
Thunderstruck.
Johnson inside
This
the
year's
corner,
teams
TJ
include
Nelson,
Sophia Hornicle,
DK, I'll start with you.
Katie Merrill,
Nixa tonight.
I like the intensity. Me and Coach Perry both talked about that in our interview. A lot of intensity coming out of the gates, especially with the first 21 points put up on the those were put up with a little over halfway through the first quarter. So, I mean, the team got off to a really good start.
Yeah,
and congratulations to Coach, she just had a baby.
In that first half. They stayed in that whole time.
Tonight's halftime performance is sponsored by Open and
One thing I
Bay.
saw Ozark do, they kind of fought back there.
Ozark Tiger
They
Paw.
stopped and then they scored.
Your
Then they kind of
music
lost
is
their momentum. How do you guys feel about that? How do you think Ozark get that momentum back?
I mean, they had some great success there and had some great drives, as we've seen, being able to put a touchdown on the board, and the drive before that was successful until they got stopped. But Ozark definitely has some success going for them. They just need to regain that tempo because it has clearly been dangerous.
Yeah, Ozark, whenever they really ran that tempo offense, they were able to get some passes going, you know, and mix up the run. That variety kind of kept Nixa on their toes. That's whenever they were at their best for sure. And, you know, they just kind of went back to that slow offense after that drive. And that's whenever they get stagnant, Nixa gets to, they can kind of guess what's going to happen. And then they just kind of fall apart there. And Nixa's defense kind of with those turnovers, I think that's kind of what's keeping them in this game, keeping them ahead so far. We got some interceptions there.
Yeah, and like you said, the turnovers, things like that. But Nixa could have also had more turnovers. They've had a couple dropped interceptions. They've also had a couple passes to get the ball swatted out of the air or intercepted.
Your future Ozark cheerleader.
The little things to give you a little bit more of an edge, Nixa needs to kind of improve on. They're having a good game, don't get me wrong, but if they have those little things improved on, especially going in towards the rest of the season, they're going to have a good game. And they're going to be one of the hardest teams to beat, especially if they have everything going on the defense.
We talk about good games. I mean, you have to talk about McCaster. What does he have, 3 or 4 touchdowns
Please
tonight?
help me welcome our
I mean,
Ozark
a lot of them
varsity
are
cheerleaders to the
untouched.
field, along with the future of our
Line
program, our pre-K
That's just been
and
so
fourth-grade
good
tigers.
tonight, and that's really.
These
hard to
Ozark
talk about
Tigers have been working hard this week at the fall kitty clinic to learn a cheer and a fun rock and roll dance they can't wait to show you.
Now we coming
A
back.
big thank you to Ozark AAA for sponsoring our clinic features again this week. We appreciate
For
your
sure,
continued
definitely
support.
stopping McCaster is a hard task, but one thing I saw that Ozark did well on was that kind of McCaster outside zone. McCaster has definitely been lethal, coming down the sideline. He's great at staying in, but Ozark was able to definitely push him out. So if they can get those wins there, they'll definitely start to show a bit more success on defense.
Yeah, so Nixa has been very dominant this first half, offensive and defensively. You know, you've heard from us talk. Zoe, what thoughts do you have here on this first?
Well, I've definitely liked how they played tonight. They had back-to-back touchdowns, which was really amazing to see. Our crowd is going wild tonight. There's everyone here, and it's been a really great game to watch.
So there you have it. There is our halftime show from myself, Carter Zaromsky, DK Nelson, and Zoe Ward. We're going to have an interview here with Mr. Edwards. He's the student council leader and, holds the Tiger Roast, the Can the Tigers, all those good stuff for this rivalry week. So with that, we'll have the interview with him. For the halftime show, you'll hear from us in the booth. We'll see them on the side. So I'm here with Mr. Edwards, government teacher, leader of student council, holds all the good events for that. You know, just what, he's actually my government teacher this year. Just what got you into teaching?
You know, Brady, I'm here for the subject. I'm here for the kids. I'm here to teach the kids the subject. That's what I'm here for.
That's what we like to hear.
Thank you, Brady.
So just talk about the student council a bit. How do you get yourself in that position to lead that type of group?
You know, coming into Nixa about 6 years ago now, I wanted to take on a role where I could make a difference, you know, make an impact. And that's what student council allows me to do. We do a lot of awesome events, and that's what I really enjoy doing. Putting together events that the students can have fun at, Tiger Roasts, Homecoming, all of those things.
And, you know, you look at my shirt a bit here. I have the Tiger Roast shirt on. Yeah, I went there last night, and I'll say it is a very fun place to be at. Just, you know, how much of that do you have the students orchestrate? How much are you involved in that?
I'd say it's 100% student driven. Whatever the students want is usually what they do. As long as they're the ones putting it together, planning and implementing it, we give them a lot of latitude in that. I will say the group I have this year is great. They do a good job putting it together, and last night's event was wonderful.
Yeah, and just to touch on the game here a bit before we're over, just what have you liked from Nixa tonight so far in the backyard brawl?
I think we're real active on defense out there. We're flying around. I think we're getting our hands on the ball quite a bit out there. You know, I'm looking forward to Ozark getting their audio issues fixed out here maybe. I think they're struggling with that. And but outside of that, I think we're doing a great job, you know, really flying around out there.
All right, well, that's all I have for you, Mr. Edwards. So thank you for taking your time.
You have your homework done for this weekend?
My Swifts are done. My Swifts are done. Thank you.
Appreciate your patience. Thank you so much. Congratulations all of our future cheerleaders. And we appreciate our state winning cheer team. We have a couple of winners to announce. Couple of winners to announce tonight. The Tiger Bombs would like to announce tonight's raffle winner, ticket number 6880985. 6880985. You have some prizes at the Tiger Bomb table. We also have some AAA prizes tonight. We have a massage going to the last four of 4216. AAA insurance prizes 4216. We have a brand new TV going to 4208. 4208. And a day night to 4197. 4197. Those are three winners for the AAA insurance. $273 in the 50-50 drawing. Last four are 1635. Last four 1635 is the 50-50 winners.
Hi, everybody. My name's Kevin Teacup, deputy of the 2025 Gobble Gallop. And I've got a good old-fashioned humdinger of a problem. Some bandit done run off with Tom Turkey. That's right. One of these guys right here. It was either fairy godmother, a minion, a bear, a cowgirl, or the big bad wolf. Each One says they're innocent, but one's telling a tall tale. Your mission is to come to the Gobble Gallop on November 15th to solve the crime. And tell me who done stole Tom Turkey. The Gobble Gallop is a 1 mile fun run and walk. You can run it, you can walk it, you can turkey trot it. And it's gonna be a grand old time, so bring your family to Inman Intermediate November 15th. And collect the clues posted along the course to figure out who stole Tom Turkey. We also have some fun other surprises too. Our own traditional turkey call contest. Maybe your turkey call will bring Tom Turkey home. We'll see you November 15th for a rootin', tootin', yeehaw time and a good old-fashioned mystery solving time. So sign up for the fun run, not tomorrow, not in 2 days, not in 2 weeks. Sign up today.
We are back here from halftime where Nixa leads 35-7. They've been very dominant this game and are looking to add on to their score. They will start with the ball here in the first half. Second half action is just underway. Onside kick from Republic is caught by the Nixa hands team. Carter Mabe jumped on that one. And Nixa will take over at the 50-yard line.
Great way here for Nixa to start off this drive here. And in the first half, Nixa had some success, but we saw Ozark get a little bit of dominance there. I mean, they had some stuff going for them, so that'll definitely be something to watch out for in the second half. If Ozark tries to make a comeback here, we will see.
If you missed that halftime show, we had an interview with Coach Perry. Spoke our thoughts a little on the first half, and one thing we all agreed with is that Ozark has been solid in this game whenever they've had some moments, but Nixa's team is just, their talent is just suffocating, and Ozark is just not able to get anything going. They're going to redo the kick here. Kicking off is number 67. Looks like they're going to try for another onside. This one's fielded by Peyton Cheney at the 50. Takes a shot after he catches the ball, but is able to keep possession, and Nixa will set up shop at the 49-yard line. Finally come onto the field after they redid the kick. Starters will stay for the second half. McKnight is out there with Adams in the backfield, Scholar Brown, Carter Mabe, and Owen Locke as well at receiver. First half, they had it going on around everywhere, ground game, pass game. It's just anything they were trying is working. They'll go the ground game first here, and Adams gets a good run up the middle for maybe 9 yards. Second down and short.
A great play there by Nixa as we saw Brown in motion, confusing him with the jet, but then immediately hands it off to Adams for a sizable gain there. But number 18 for the Ozark Tigers, Tegan Patterson, is able to swoop in and get that tackle, but not before Adams gets a quite sizable gain.
Hand off to Adams again. Gets some yards, but stopped eventually after the initial gain, but that will be good enough for a first down. As Nixa on the ground game tonight just cannot be stopped. Ozark has not done a good job on that.
And it's been a great job here by Adams so far. You know, you should expect McCaster to be out there, but that just shows how great Nixa's run game is with their running back depth and their O-line talent.
And it also shows how good the offensive line is. This is an end around to Brown, spinning free up the sideline, still going, and gets enough for the first down there. And once again, amazing blocks outside. See a man down for Nixa, Hunter Jensen, near 40-yard line. Spin move. Gets the defender off of him.
There's that sneaky resilience there that we see from Brown, able to get another great first down here for Nixa as they come into the second half with some great tempo here. Responding to Ozark's solidity, they've definitely shown some improvement and some success and positives against a team even like Nixa, but Nixa has come into the second half guns blazing.
Jensen was able to walk off the field on his own powers, getting checked up by the trainers over there. First down for Nixa. Adams gets the handoff once again, and he's getting dragged down by the face mask. I saw 1, 2, 3, 4 flags thrown in. It'll be a face mask on Ozark, assumingly. And just watching multiple guys reach in there and grab his helmet. Face mask will be the call, and it'll be a first down for the Eagles off the penalty. And Nixa will get the ball at the 14-yard line. Been moving pretty well this drive so far. We'll see if they can cap it off here inside the red zone. McKnight looks to Flint on the curl route, misses a tackle, makes a man miss, and runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Randy Flint gets his first one of the night.
And it seems that every game this season, or at least since week 4, Flint has been able to get a touchdown. Beautiful throw there from McKnight. Flint brings it in, breaks that tackle there, gets it in for Nixa's 6th touchdown of the night. So obviously great offensive performance by Flint on the season, and he's there when you need him most for sure.
McKnight was able to fool him with his eyes as well. Kemke's good on the extra point, but looks deep and pumps, gets the safety or corner to jump there. And Flint just takes a seat, gets the pass, and he easily scores after that. So Nixa now up by 35 points, 42-7. See what if Ozark can get a response here.
Rowan.
These teams are getting ready to kick off. We'll get a message here from our platinum sponsor, Air Services, Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. Available 24/7, day or night. Call 417-309-6286 and keep your home running strong. Fields is here to kick it off, sends it down Ozark's way, all the way to the goal line. This one comes out of his hands, but he's able to recover. Moves down the middle of the field past the 20, and that's where he will take a seat. Nixa leads 42-7. Ozark has got to get something going here. Maybe not to just come back, but just for morale's hopes, get something going here. They start with a run up the gut for 3 yards. There. On the run was number 35, Kale Brissell. And they get a short gain there.
Tackle there on that run was made by number 13, Wyatt Mabe. He's definitely been a show out this season, having an interception already this game.
Hands it off up the middle, and Weldon drives him backwards for a loss there. Good play from Weldon.
Another great stop here from the defense. Linebackers have clearly been able to sniff this run out. First, Wyatt Mabe, and then Weston Weldon just taking him immediately to the ground.
Third and 5 for Ozark's offense. These types of plays, they've looked towards Jet Easley. That is where they will look. Cordell hauls in the pass. Or no, excuse me. That was Race Wydell on the catch. Down at the 45-yard line. And that is good for an Ozark first down.
A great catch there. Race Wydell is able to jump up and get that ball there as Randy Flint gets him to the ground to prevent any extra yardage.
Ozark's able to get a big gain there, pick up the first down, finally get something going on this drive. No, there's another run for no gain, but I was talking to some guys at halftime, and it's just, I feel like Ozark needs to keep passing the ball. I mean, O'Donnell, although he's the backup, maybe he's not used to the offense. I just feel like he's passed the ball very well tonight. And I just keep him slinging it around. It's obvious that he seems comfortable out there.
Absolutely. He's definitely fitted into this offensive scheme as well. And what we thought we were going to see a lot of running tonight from Easley, seeing more passing from him. And, he's been able to come into this spot well after their starting quarterback, Peyton Russell, got injured, and has clearly been doing his job quite well even against a team like Nixa.
Here he's going to keep the ball and sling it out right, and it is off the fingertips of Putt. Third down and long will be coming up for the Ozark Tigers. Now they already faced a third down this drive, but were able to get a good gain on that one. Hopefully they can do it again here as they face another 3rd and 10. Third and long. O'Donnell looks right in the seam, and Wydell got rocked as he was going for the catch. A flag comes in as he was throwing it into the seam. Look at the replay here. I think maybe they're going to get him for pass interference, as he just got there early right there. Pass interference is the call. They will get another third down conversion, and it will be another Tigers first down. Handoff up the middle, and no gain there. Brissell was on the carry there once again. Nixa's run defense has just been very well tonight, not allowing any big gains get past them.
Even with running backs like Jet Easley, they've definitely, spread out the run a bit more. A lot of running backs have taken snaps tonight, but no matter that, Nixa has been able to get some great stops here.
2nd and 10 for Ozark now. Another run and nothing doing there. Nixa's defense gets him quickly as well. And just back to what we were saying, it's just the run game is just not working for them consistently. You're down 35 points. Why not just open up the playbook and try to pass it a little bit more? Because clearly your running game is just not working, and without a pass game, you can't really have a run game.
Yeah, their pass game has been exceptional tonight, except for a few errors. They've had a decent success.
We've had a couple close calls for sure. And here is intercepted by Wyatt Mabe. Mabe's going to flip the field, and he's got one man to beat. No one's going to catch him all the way to the house. Touchdown. Wyatt Mabe gets the pick 6. His second interception of the night, and this one is taken all the way back for a touchdown.
We'll look to the replay here as Mabe perfectly reads that play, comes over to the ball, and then he beats all of the Tigers there to get directly into the end zone, his second interception of the night, and Nixa's first pick 6 since Randy Flint.
And just as we were saying, open up the playbook and pass. I mean, play call there, just a bad read from the quarterback, threw it right to Wyatt, and he was able to use the speed to take that one all the way back. Game Key's extra point is good, and he will stay perfect on the night. With that, Nixa leads 49-7, and we'll send it down to the sideline with Zoe Ward.
Hi, I'm Zoe Ward here at the Tiger Stadium. I've got lots of different answers tonight saying we're keeping varsity in, or we're putting JV in. Either way, the Eagles are having a great night and really came here to show us what they've got. They keep scoring and they still have a quarter and a half left to see what they got. So back up to y'all in the booth.
6 minutes left in the third quarter. And Nixa gets a defensive touchdown there. Another turnover, second interception for Wyatt Mabe. That's 2 games in a row now. He's had 2 interceptions. I think he's on 5 on the year. So someone who came in as a rotational player gets hurt or benched for other reasons, and he steps up and he's made some plays, hasn't he?
Absolutely. He's definitely been the star of the defense, a key player, and he is definitely going to be part of the success, going into the offseason. So, our defense, you normally think of guys like Randy Flint out there, but also, more attention should be focused on Wyatt Mabe because he is clearly a threat to any offense that he plays.
And my goodness, arcing punt from Fields all the way to the back of the end zone. That's a boot from him. So that'll be a touchback, and Ozark will take over at the 20-yard line.
Ozark is going to need to have a successful drive here. Like Brady mentioned, try to open up that pass game, as clearly the run has been doing well, but don't be afraid of those interceptions. Don't let that, discourage you, because the pass game has worked well, especially with Jet Easley.
Interceptions happen to everyone. They're just a part of the game. You got to let those get past you and just go back one play at a time. They start with a running play to Brissell, and he gets a decent gain there of maybe 5. 6, 2nd and 4 for the Tigers.
We'll see, he shoots up, finds that gap, but then is immediately stopped there by Reed Wilson and Jaden Camp, just hurdling him to the ground. So amazing stops there, but Ozark still with a sizable gain there.
Handoff up the middle, moves forward for a little bit and gets the first down to a little past the 30-yard line.
Camp meets him there to stop the run, but not before Ozark gets another first down. Playing that tempo offense without the run game has definitely started to improve a little bit. You just got to be versatile in your playbook. You can't run every time, you can't pass every time, you got to mix things up. So Ozark is doing a good job on that so far, but you can't let mistakes like interceptions, especially pick sixes, happen again.
Another run play here to Russell, and Nixa's defense gets him immediately at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Ozark Tigers after we're just a little under 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third quarter.
Ozark slowing down a little bit here, but right now they're just kind of playing for some of that pride, some of that morale.
Second and 9. Roussel in between the tackles for minimal gain there, and it'll be 3rd and long once again. And I mean, they're just kind of coming predictable at this play calling. 2 runs and a pass almost every time.
For sure. And one thing I noticed there was Nixa's defense able to get a stop. What I saw there was a bit of an outside blitz, which definitely a mismatch with that inside zone run, but the D-line was still able to stop him.
And Caden Flood jumps there on the 3rd and 7. It'll be a 5-yard penalty and making 3rd and short for Ozark. Flood will leave the field after that. So it'll be 3rd and short now for Ozark after the penalty. They will just ride with Roussel once again, and he will pick up the first down at the 45-yard line. Lots of runs here, but they're doing well for the Tigers.
Very surprising to see Roussel get some great runs here. A bit of a smaller frame, 5'9", 155, but he's using that to his advantage to sneak through Nixa's massive defense. Nixa's D-line and linebackers are definitely above average for high school, but he's able to use a smaller frame to just sneak through and get those first downs.
The give, once again, gets to a little shy of midfield, maybe at midfield, for a 2nd and manageable. And they have just been riding Roussel this whole drive, maybe a 6th or 7th carry.
And there's definitely been some great opportunities there for Roussel, but on that last play, it was just met by 3 Eagles there and immediately stopped. So it's a question of if they'll continue to ride with him or if they'll maybe try to open up that playbook a little bit and trick Nixa's defense.
Fakes the run and throws out right to Hames, and he gets tripped up on the far side by Wyatt Mabe. Been stellar this game there, gets another open field tackle.
There's another stop there by Mabe, immediately tripping up Haynes. And now another crucial moment here for the Ozark Tigers.
Like you said, another 3rd down. They'll give it to Roussel. He trucks forward in between the tackles, gets the first down once again for the Ozark Tigers. They have chewed lots of clock on this drive. We're all the way down to a minute left in the 3rd quarter.
Let's watch this Roussel run here on the replay. He's able to just sneak through and take down Caden Mangro there, and able to get another first down for the Eagles.
Another handoff to Roussel, and he is met immediately in the backfield by Chase Bowen for a loss on that first down play. He's 2nd and 12 after that one, and Bowen was there immediately.
Nixa's defense definitely gaining a little bit more momentum here, stopping that run. It's definitely a hit or miss with Roussel. I mean, we see some great runs from him. It's usually a couple stops, then he shoots up. So definitely a very unpredictable player.
Likely the last play of the quarter. O'Donnell fakes the handoff and throws it to the right side of the field, and its incomplete pass was intended for Weston Sampson. They will rule that one incomplete, and that's how the quarter will end. Nixa leads 49-7 over the Ozark Tigers, and we'll be back just after a short couple moments.
Don't fumble when it comes to your home's comfort. Our air services team is on the ball with all your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. We offer fast, same-day service, top quality products. Get in touch with us today and score your peace of mind.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of the Backyard Brawl tonight. Nixa leads Ozark 49-7, and now I am now joined here with Mr. Edwards once again at the start of the fourth quarter.
Thanks for having me, Brady.
Here, Ozark starts with a 3rd and 12. O'Donnell looks to the right side of the field and is hauled in at the 45, where he is driven backwards.
Good defensive pressure right there.
Race Wydell on the catch.
Just look how quick we get to the ball there. Really impressive to close on like that.
Number 24, Race Weedle on the reception.
And it looks like he is down on that play, but Mr. Edwards, your first time here.
Yeah.
First time here commentating in your life, you would say?
Yes, this is my first opportunity on the microphone. I'm a longtime viewer, first time hostee, I suppose now. Am I the first guest commentator?
This year, yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Aiden had a couple people on the pregame show. That was just it.
Yeah.
How long have you been a football fan, you'd say?
Look, I was born into this life. Chiefs fan growing up. Big fan of the Chiefs. I did survive the dark days, though, for sure. What about you?
Yeah, ever since I was around maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Family's a big LSU family, so kind of born into that football life. Yep. I did not pick up on the Chiefs. I picked up on the Carolina Panthers, unfortunately. So
you did. A life of misery, really, is what you signed up for.
Yeah, I had 1 year of Cam Newton, and that was about it.
Yeah.
So that was definitely something to look forward to.
But that was a good year.
For sure.
It was a good year, yeah.
At least now I have Nixa to watch.
Absolutely.
That's a successful team. So.
Speaking of Nixa, what a run we've been on.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it like for you being part of that?
I think last year I talked about this. I was growing up, Nixa was never good. I mean, they consistently they got mainly like 5 wins maybe, and then my freshman and 8th grade year, they randomly, the basketball team made state. I remember that at Missouri State, and then the football team made state last year, the first time I commentated, and I mean, ever since then, Nixa's just been on this crazy run.
It has been quite the empire. And speaking of empires, the empire that Nixa Live has built is unparalleled. I mean, this is a sporting, we'll let you call this play, and I'll get back to my speech in a second.
3rd and 12 for Ozark. O'Donnell looks to his left, and he's got a man open who hauls in the pass just past the 30-yard line. Finn Clinton on the catch there moves the chains. Back to what you were saying, though.
The empire that Nixa Live has built over Mr. Burns' tenure here has been absolutely amazing. This is a program that is watched by everybody. The opposing team, the home team. It is watched all over, and the numbers you guys pull in are a testament to how polished your production is.
Yeah, we totally give all credit to Mr. Burns there. I mean, the students are the ones doing it, but without Mr. Burns, there is no Nixa Live. He's the one getting everything set up. He actually got here early today on our day off to go and get the internet set up. So we had it here tonight to have a better stream. So, you know, all credit goes to him. He is definitely orchestrates all of this and the reason all of this can happen.
I mean, absolutely. You look at your game day operation from the score bugs you put on the screen to the truck operation. It is truly impressive. A little run to the right there.
Roussel gets dragged down by Ty Kellis on that second down run, just shy of the 20-yard line.
Ideally, we keep this running clock going.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for here.
You know, I think it's 35 and over. It's the running clock, so Nixa easily has that right now.
Should be safe there.
But growing up, and Edwards,
I'm being
the
told,
duties to you.
I'm
here
being
on 3rd and
told
3.
that I need to call a play by Mr. Burns himself. Ozark setting up here. Looks like their quarterback is in the shotgun right now. He's got one back in the backfield. He's going to make his motion. Oh, he doesn't like the play. He's going to call it off. And he sets the ball. It's going to be a throw to the right in the seam, and he misses wide. Overthrows his receiver.
Great job, Mr. Edwards.
I like to think there's some scouts watching right now that might be calling my number someday.
ESPN.
You know,
hit 'em up.
ESPN might be on this right now. It is a global broadcast. So when you travel to these schools and you set up your operation, outside of us obviously having the best facilities, which schools do you find has the best setup for Nixa Live to run their system?
You know, all the schools, I've had some pretty good experiences at all of them.
Quarterback rolls out of the pocket.
And here almost intercepted there, just off the fingertips. But, you know, one school I really will give props to is Webb City. I've definitely had the best experience there because I have my own booth, you'd say.
Okay.
And then they let the window open so I can hear the game. Carthage I really liked as well. Only thing there, you can't open the window, so you're kind of just listening to yourself the whole time. But, you know, all of them actually are not that bad in terms of my setup. Now, everything else with the truck and everything, I can't tell you about that. That's more of a Mr. Burns question. But
well, for the fans who don't know, we are open air right now. We are on the 3rd floor of the broadcast tower. Now, if it were to rain, what would be our setup out here?
I mean, I'm sure that they would let us inside. Yeah, a tent.
A tent situation,
yeah,
okay.
Mr. Burns just told us the tent. We'd have a tent over us, rain probably dripping through. Yeah, we actually had some weather like that last year. Lee Summit North, I got a giant puffer jacket on and some sweats. And
that's why I've long said the Nixa live broadcasts are the unsung heroes of this whole thing. You know, they're right up there with the players, out there in the elements.
Definitely. I mean, you could throw one of us out there. We do the exact same. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Burns, what's your average step count on a Friday night? He's going to get back to us. He doesn't count his steps. He's 25,000. Those are Disney World numbers, or what those are, boys. That's a lot. That's Magic Kingdom numbers. Yeah.
There was Jaden Russell. He's getting helped off the field. We'll hope he's okay. Big part of this Nixa defense. Ozark has gotten a pretty good drive going down here inside of Nixa territory. They've got a 1st down and 10. You know, growing up, though, you know, where you went to high school, was your high school team successful?
Well, it looks like Nixa's on offense.
Yeah, Nixa's on offense.
Nixa's on offense, and it looks like our starters are still in the game here.
It's Adams. It's the carry out left, moving forward, close to the 1st down marker, just shy at the 30-yard line. But
good pickup there. Good pickup on 1st down. I like to see that. I like to see the run to start the offense off. I went to high school at Hollister, Missouri, and we did not have a football team until I was a senior in high school.
Did you play on that team?
I was a tailgate whiz is what I was. I was a very big supporter of the team for sure, but no, I did not play. Looks like Nix is getting set back up here.
I mean, 12th man, though. You might as well be a part of the team.
Absolutely.
2nd down and short. McKnight with another handoff to Adams. He picks up the 1st down and more. Just past the 35-yard line. Now under 8 minutes left. The 1st half, or the 2nd half. First down for Nixa
All right, looks like Nixa's getting back up here. I really appreciate you guys having me up here for
Yeah,
this
of
fourth
course.
quarter.
Adams gets the carry up the middle, just moving along through the tackles, and it's a decent gain there, and I believe you have to go here.
I do appreciate it. I want to say thank you again and what Nixa Live brings to the school. You guys do a great job. Shout out to Mr. Burns, wherever he's at right now. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, thanks for joining us. Shout out Mr. Edwards for coming on the live with us here. Definitely one of my favorite teachers I have for sure. Adams gets the handoff here, breaking loose, down the left side. He's got one man to beat. Up the sideline, going free. All the way into the end zone, touchdown. Or no, they'll, yes, they will give it to him. Touchdown, Nixa. It's Adams with a fantastic run right there.
Amazing run there from Adams. Another reliable guy. The running game just goes so deep, amazing depth, and he just breaks a couple tackles there, runs up the sideline, uses a burst of speed, avoids being taken down, and gets pushed into the end zone, bringing the score 55-7.
Kamke's kick is good. Carter, welcome back. The booth there had a little, give Mr. Edwards a chance to shine there, you know, first time ever commentating. Glad to have you back, though. And we're going to send it to the sideline with DK Nelson.
I'm DK Nelson, reporting from Ozark High School in the backyard brawl. Nixa has a commanding lead in this game, and Jax Adams' pass touchdown to make this game 56-7 should just about close this one out. And it looks like the trophy will stay in Nixa. Thank you, and back to you guys in the booth.
31 seconds left in the ball game here. Nixa leads 56-7.
And during our pregame picks, this was actually my score prediction. But there'll definitely be some games I have to watch, especially that Webb Surrey versus Carthage game. Definitely the game of the week.
Yeah, we'll have to check up on that one for sure. Carthage and Republic actually played last week. Here's the return up to the 25, but they played last week. Definitely game of the week, you know, all the way down the wire. Carthage comes up at the end, but, you know, Kieran Govin was there at the end, wrestling for the interception. And, you know, controversial call. I think he intercepted it. It was one of those where they're coming down the ground. They're both fighting for the ball. He comes to the ground, and they're fighting, and then Govin rips it away, but they gave the catch to Carthage. They said he was down simultaneously, but, you know, these teams, you know, Nixa's up here, but they're obviously at the top of the top. But these other teams in the elite class, I mean, they always give good matchups.
Yeah, definitely fighting.
Hand off to the left side. It's a decent gain past the 30.
And then another decent run there by Roussel. We've definitely seen a lot of that running from him tonight. Not a lot of Jay Easley. But he's definitely been a pretty solid running back for the Tigers, getting some good plays in here and there.
Second and 5 for the Tigers. Another give to Roussel is stopped after a short gain up to the 33-yard line. Third down and short for Ozark now.
In Ozark, there's not much they can do. Only 4 minutes, 38 seconds left. It's definitely just playing for morale now.
There he gets past the first down marker. One judge says on the far side.
Definitely a bit of skirmishes out there between the Ozark and Nixa players. Some boiling blood in this rivalry, but one thing to point out is that quite a bit of the backup guys are in on defense. It's good to see them getting some varsity experience out there.
And it's definitely rough for Ozark to not have your starting quarterback tonight. And, you know, he's probably sitting there thinking, what if I was in? You know what I mean? Like, what could I have done to help my team? But O'Donnell has not been bad tonight. He's definitely been solid in his place. Besides that one interception, he definitely played well tonight. That one was caught by Finn Clinton for the 7-yard gain there, but definitely has played pretty decent tonight in Russell's spot.
For sure, and except for those 2 interceptions they threw, both were Wyatt Mabe. The first one was definitely, 50-50 with that tip from Randy Fulmer. The second one was directly to Wyatt.
That one is tipped. It will fall incomplete. Looking to the right side was Caden O'Donnell there. And looking at that Carthage game, Carthage came out on top in a low-scoring game, 14-13. So they will be victorious there. They move to 7-1 on the year. Their only loss comes to Nixa. They're not in Nixa's class, so we won't see them in the district championship again. But definitely, it would be a fun game if they got to play again, considering how talented them both two are. This one's intercepted by Peyton Cheney and tripped up just past the 35-yard line. Amazing read from Peyton Cheney.
And that will be Cheney's second interception on the season, 2 games in a row. Great coverage there. Pass intended for number 38, Caden Wertmiller, but got into the hands of Cheney for a turnover for Nixa's backup squad.
Ford is blown up in the backfield, thrown back all the way to the 40-yard line. If he was looking for a hole and it never came. And we'll take a look at our Nixa Live crew tonight, highlighting it. Of course, the man, Jordan Burns, producing, Aiden Hopkins, assistant producer, director, Landon Atchison, and assistant director, Anna Chambers. Here is a run from Ford, trying to get something here. Play-by-play announcer myself, Brady Richard, Carter Zaromsky, color analyst, DK Nelson, and Zoe Ward. You have heard from them on the sideline. Jacob Hackley is our cam 1. Cooper Levan at camera 2, the tight shot. Tanner Cole is our wireless camera A. Lincoln Schrader on B. And Kale Moore on C. Brayley Warden, graphics specialist. Rowan Havis, our graphics assistant. And Evan Brett as our replay operator. Thank you to the Nixa Live crew tonight for bringing together a great stream for everyone to watch and enjoy. There's a flag on the play. Holding on the offense here. We're just under a minute left in this backyard brawl matchup, and it's Nixa will come out on top 56-7 as they dominated the game tonight. They'll be able to take that trophy home once again. Right outside is Ford, and he has nowhere to go. Spun around and down at the 40. Will be 4th down and 17. Play clock will shut off. And it looks like Nixa is just going to let this clock run out here at the end of this game. Nixa was very dominant tonight offensively, defensively. They got it going early. Ozark tried to push back, but they were not able to get any more than a touchdown, and Nixa comes out on top 56-7. Carter, what are your thoughts on this game and just what Nixa overall did to lead them on top?
Nixa definitely had an explosive game, and honestly, I got to attribute it to the defense only letting up 1 score and 3 interceptions.
For sure, the defense definitely came up big tonight, so we're going to have some highlights here from the game by Central Bank. We'll have interviews with our players of the game, Wyatt Mabe and Jaden McCaster. McCaster obviously does what he usually does, and Mabe had that pick 6 along with another interception. So we will see you guys in just a moment after. There is recovered by Nixa. After Ozark was not able to running strong. Kind of like how McCaster is here. He's going to move to the center of the field once again and find the end zone for Nixa's second touchdown. Knight looking deep. He's got luck and he hauls in the pass for a touchdown. Arnold faced the handoff. Lots of big plays from the Nixa offense and defense that help lead them to their win. Just overall a great game as they come out on top 56-7 over the Ozark Tigers. They move to 8-0 on the year, where they have had some pretty big offensive explosions these past couple weeks, wouldn't you say, Carter?
For sure. It's definitely been a fun team to watch, and it's going to be extremely exciting, you know, going into state off-season as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more in a second after we have our post-game interviews with Jaden McCaster and Wyatt Mabe.
I'm DK Nelson here with one of our players of the game, Jaden McCaster. Jaden, 3 touchdowns in this game and in a rivalry. I know you haven't been here for very long, but what's kind of that feeling going into a rivalry game, getting a win?
I already knew coming into it it'd be a great atmosphere, so I had to come in with a chip on my shoulder and ready to play from the jump, and that's what we did.
Like you said, chip on your shoulder. That first drive, you had a long touchdown run. And what's kind of the feeling getting that and just seeing a bunch of green in front of you?
I think I just see that when I get those long touchdowns as a chance to set the tone for the team and just flip the momentum, and usually the defense usually carries it throughout the rest of the game.
And one last question. What do you want to see out of yourself going to the rest of the season?
I'll just say continue the consistency and just keep trusting my teammates and just keep believing in them and just keep pushing them for the playoffs.
All right, Jaden, thank you and good luck on the rest of the season. Zoe Ward will be with our other player of the game, Wyatt Mabe.
Here's a word from our running back, Jaden McCaster. Big night tonight. Back up there with multiple touchdowns. He has been the leader for this team for sure, taking the place of Dylan Ribera this past season. And now we're going to send it down to Zoe Ward with Wyatt Mabe.
Hi, I'm Zoe Ward here with Wyatt Mabe. You had a pick 6 tonight. How did that affect the rest of your game?
Just brought the energy more, a lot more energy, so I just try to keep it up.
Yes, the crowd was really going wild. What was your mindset throughout the game, knowing you guys were up the entirety of it?
Just keep pushing forward, shark mindset right there.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep moving forward, no matter, don't play down to them. So.
Yes, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
He's there with our players of the game, Wyatt Mabe and Jaden McCaster. But back to what me and Carter were talking about. Definitely a fun team to watch, especially going deep into these playoffs with these St. Louis and Kansas City teams. CBC is a team I want to see them play. Maybe a rematch with DeSmet from the state game from last year. That'll be a fun game to watch. But for sure, this has been a fun season. Definitely. Nixa moves on to 8-0. They got Glendale next Thursday, actually, 7 o'clock. Make sure you tune in to that. But for tonight, Nixa wins 56-7 over the Ozark Tigers. They reclaim the Backyard Brawl trophy from producer Jordan Burns, assistant producer Aiden Hopkins, myself, Brady Richard, Carter Zaromsky, and the rest of the Nixa Live crew.
Air Services is ready to install your ultimate game day upgrade. Make your home the MVP of your neighborhood with Gemstone Lights. Create custom patterns, animations, and colors. Get Gemstone Lights today and take your outdoor lighting game to the next level.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.